Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 16th to the 22nd. This is for Gemini, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. And before we even jump into it, I want to thank you so much for all your comments. It means so much to me, and it really helped me through the experience that I had. So as you can see, I'm out of the hospital. I am wearing the hospital bracelet because I'm on a lot of antibiotics, and it's more just a reminder for me, like, okay, I have to take these and just relax and whatnot. But I'll tell you what happened. I'll do like a video that I'll set up a live stream or whatever. But anyway, I do want to thank you very much. I want to thank you very much, and it was very meaningful. So, thanks so much for everyone. For y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Okay, so let's get started. This is a big week, and this week is the week of the eclipse. All right, so we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So this definitely is a week of transition. All right. It's going to be really big, especially for career for you, Gemini. All right. Because this eclipse in Pisces, as you know, as I mentioned in your monthly forecast, is happening in your 10th house of career. It's happening in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievement, social status, all of that. So you already may be feeling this change. You could have been feeling a lot of pressure, and we've been having the Saturn oppositions and Saturn squares as well. Saturn is also in Pisces, so you could have been feeling a lot of pressure. Things could have been odd too, to be honest. Like, just seeing everything that's been happening with Gemini, things could have been like, whoa, what is going on, right? Especially during like Mercury retrograde season in August. But in any case, one of the biggest keywords I want you to take away from this eclipse is release. All right. Remember, it is still a full moon. Okay. The big, super full moon. All right. So it's all about change. It's all about culmination, this turning point. There's definitely going to be some ending. Okay. So this could be, it's such a spiritual eclipse as well. And I'll talk about that in a second. It really is all about breaking down any walls that you may have up, especially because there are no walls in Pisces. And so if there are any walls up, they would be, self-imposed. They could have been something that you had put there, but, it is a time to break those walls down and to have your great awakening, have a big awakening here in terms of, career. And if you're not here for career, by the way, it's just whatever you're exerting your energy into that you're very passionate about. All right. So whether you're retired or in school, but there is something here where there's something that's got to change. There's something that's got to change. And this is definitely going to be an emotional eclipse. All right. So when I say breaking down walls, it could even be you having like a breakdown sometimes. And I say this, I wouldn't say all the time, but sometimes you have to have that breakdown to have that enormous breakthrough. And when I say breakdown, have a good cry. It's a very emotional eclipse. Mars is in Cancer too. I've talked about this. It's really amplifying the emotions, heightening emotions. So remember what I said, release. Having a good cry is a good release too. Okay. So if there's something that you need to change that may be really hard. It may be really hard. And remember, eclipses are also game changers. Something could just come out and eclipse something from real life. Have that moment that you need, but use it to release something and to feel empowered after. Okay. Use it to empower yourself moving forward. This is definitely going to be a big breakthrough of an eclipse that eclipses bring permanent changes, by the way. Okay. So when I say we're in eclipse season, I left that here. You see that at the end here. In 2 weeks, we will have that new moon solar eclipse in Libra. And so when I say this is a week of transition, it really is 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of transition. I mean, there are changes that are happening, but what this eclipse is asking you to do is to release the things that no longer serve you well, to make room for new things that will bring this great balance in your life. We're talking about Libra here, all right? And Libra does rule your 5th house of joy and pleasure and love and romance and relationships, children, self-expression, creativity. So it is nice. There's got to be something nice here for you in the end. So on Tuesday, again, the 17th, we have this eclipse. Just remember, also, I mentioned this in your monthly forecast. Whatever's happening here in September is going to give you a peek into what 2025 is going to be for you, what it's going to be like for you, because we are moving into the Pisces Virgo axis. But it is 2025 and 2026. All right. So I know that, I throw a lot of astrology at you. I just want you to know, once this happens, this is going to be very interesting for you. When we get to 2026 for Geminis, I think it's August, okay? That's when we move into the Aquarius Leo axis. Very, very interesting for Geminis because it touches your ninth house and your third house. You are the native ruler of the third house. A lot of big changes that you're just going through right now. We'll talk about that in 2026, but just know this. And the thing about these eclipses in Pisces that we're going to have until 2026, they're all lunar eclipses. They're all lunar eclipses. So you are evolving when it comes to career. There's got to be changes that are happening in career. And I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying there's shifts. And it could even be something like your boss leaving for a new boss coming in, but that new boss could be great. Do you know what I mean? Like so just expect some changes to happen. And whatever happens, you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine because look at all this mutable energy. We have Saturn, Neptune, Moon, and the Moon in Pisces, right? For this week or, for this eclipse. We have the Sun and Mercury in Virgo, and then throw in the fact that you've got Jupiter in your sign. And so that's 6 planets of mutable signs. And so obviously this is just easy to adapt, easy adapt to change. Now, Neptune will be conjuncting this eclipse. Just bear that in mind. Saturn obviously is going to be active too. They're both in Pisces. Pisces is very watery, very intuitive energy. It could be equally emotional for you. Like I said, that's, the moon is emotion. All right. So Pisces is the collective unconscious. Pisces is very dreamy. And I say that there's 2 meanings for that. One, literal dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Okay. They could be sending you messages. The other way that Pisces is dreamy is in a sense of like, I have a dream and I'm going for it. Okay. So keep that in mind. I mean, this is definitely going to be a time for you to just go really deep. Ask yourself, am I being honest with myself, with my pursuits? Is there something that I need to release? Even within me, okay? Can be in your physical world. It can be like you moving into a new job that is more satisfying for you. Remember what I said, releasing things to open up this new thing that brings this greater balance into your life. And it's just a lot of intuitive energy is going to be sparked around this time with this eclipse. It is an eclipse that's very, a lot of creative energy, a lot, imagination is really heightened, healing as in, mental and emotional health as well. Again, Pisces is just very spiritual. Like think empathy, compassion. It is the collective unconscious, like I said. Okay. Pisces is the sign where, if you want to even think about its constellation, all right, you got the fish going upstream, you got the fish going downstream. So you can think about the conscious and the subconscious. So think about being part of a school of fish moving toward this great awakening. Just get in line with that school of fish. All right. Just get in line with your school of fish because that's what's going to help you evolve. And that is a lot of just like really trusting your intuition, and doing things for the greater good, especially with the changes that you make in your life as well. Now, one interesting thing that's happening with this eclipse, just I'm going to bring it real quick, is that Neptune is so highly charged because it's conjuncting this eclipse, right? But your ruling planet Mercury is in Virgo. It rules Virgo as well, and so Mercury is trying to get all these facts, whereas Neptune is bringing all this illusion, delusion, self-sabotage energy even as well. So this could be like a really big reality check of an eclipse for you, where you have to get through like that fog that I've been talking about to know your truths, to be honest with yourself. Mercury will also be opposite Saturn this time. That's why I want you to really be your authentic self and have that release that you know that you need to have that release. Let go of the thing that you know you need to let go, because it could be feeling like this boulder on your shoulder. All right. So it could be anything from, habits, something that you know you've outgrown, but you're holding on to. It could be grudges, even. It could be denial about something. Whatever it is just anything holding you back. Really stepping into your empowerment and just letting it go and releasing it and opening up your heart and being able to open up your heart and having that self-love. So really big eclipse. Okay, now, and a lot of y'all are going to be having changes in career, but again, like it's just change is the only constant in this world. So I don't want you to be afraid of this eclipse. Is the last thing you need to do. With the fact that Mercury is going to be opposite Saturn, by the way, just I would recommend not signing any contracts, making any like really big agreements around this time, because the planets are truly not seeing eye to eye. They're actually like glaring at each other. Now, you see on Thursday, we've got on September 19th, the sun trining Uranus. This is absolutely special. This is that breakthrough energy. This is having this huge personal breakthrough that you're seeking. You could also receive unexpected news, unexpected messages that are so amazing, so auspicious around this time. This I've really intuitively, for sure. It's habit. Uranus is in your 12th house, right? So even like behind the scenes, there could be people talking about you. It could be, bosses, upper management, whatever it is. Or like, look at Darlene, she needs a raise, whatever it is, like something really great. Actually, this is a great grand trine that's happening, because you've got the sun in Virgo, you've got Uranus in Taurus, you've got Pluto in Capricorn. Remember, Pluto's moved back into Capricorn in your 8th house. So there are a lot of financial matters that could be at play here. Okay. Now you see on Saturday, you got the sun trine Pluto. So again, just love this trine. I love this trine. Sun trining Pluto, there really could be something here where someone opens up doors for you. Big authority. I think I talked about this in your monthly forecast. Pluto also just having gone back to Capricorn just for 2 months. Again, your 8th house. So that is even like business partners, investments. There's something here that's just so nice for you. And again, 8th house is death and rebirth. It's transformation. There's this new you. There's this new like Gemini 2.0 that's coming out of this. Really, really wonderful. And you see that we're moving into Libra season on Sunday. We're going to talk more about that next week, because that and Venus moving to Scorpio really will have more impact and influence next week than it will this week. This week is all about the eclipse, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that we have this. Look what happened. Look what flipped over the 2 ones. The little wink from the universe. All right. That's planning things out. So what I was saying is that on Sunday, on September 22nd, when we move into Libra season, that is also the equinox. It's going to be big. We'll talk about it. I just wanted to let you know that this is just not a one-time eclipse. Again, we are approaching an eclipse that's happening in Libra in 2 weeks during Libra season. All right. So keep that in mind. Well, let's get started, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of September. Whew, that was a lot. September 16th to the 22nd for Gemini, Gemini rising, and Gemini moon. Okay, Gemini, let's see. I do a traditional cult cross spread. It offers the best overview, in my opinion. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Gemini, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your messages. They really did help. And y'all, you're going to move me to tears. So that's why I'm going to just, acknowledge it, nod to it, really embrace it, and show my gratitude for it. And I will talk about it more in, like another video or a live stream. But I'm also going to do a separate video more on this eclipse, because I'm just giving you, there's so much happening with this eclipse. Let's get started. Wow. Okay. So, there's definitely going to be something coming to an end. And remember, I said this eclipse is going to be emotional. All right. So there's going to be some emotions that you're going to be working with, but you are definitely setting yourself up for success in a really big way. Are y'all still working? Are y'all, what's been going on at home for you, Geminis? There's, you have that new moon in Virgo season. You got Mercury in Virgo. You got all this Virgo energy in your 4th house, home, real estate, family, children, right? Significant other, things that have to do with the foundations of your life. So we're going to talk about that. But anyway, you have the Emperor here. We're really great. Like, you're really stepping into your power. Could be even in a parental role. I mean, the Emperor is like the dad of tarot, like the father of tarot. And so there is, a lot of masculine energy here. But this is someone who can, he lays down the laws. He's the one that he's a big decision maker. He's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of wisdom. I mean, he's sitting in this throne for a reason. Okay, so really great energy here that I really like. There is there's a sense of maybe a lot of y'all have moved up in career. Maybe you are getting more notice. Maybe you're taking on these responsibilities. That's really nice. And again, it can be home related as well, or passion project that you're doing, but you're stepping into your power. You've stepped into your power, and you are now saying, I am going to move toward my hopes, my wishes, my dreams. I'm going to make all that happen. Now, you also have the Knight of Pentacles and the heart of your spread. This is I like this because remember I said there's that sense. I think I said it last week. This new structure, this new system that you're setting up for yourself, and this is indicating there is this just really just in it for the long haul. Taking my time, being patient with investments. Okay, investments really could be something significant this week because, like I said, Pluto moving into Capricorn for the last time in our lifetime for the next 2 months is not. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Again, it's in your 8th house. So inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, paying off debts, loans, joint bank accounts, royalties, all of that. Okay, so there could be something there that could be coming into your life or part of your life, but also just salary too. Income could be a really big thing. Remember, Mars did move into Cancer as well in your 2nd house of income. There's something that has to do with money in a big way, but also your physical world. It could be values, things that you value. It could be possessions, material possessions, whatever it is. There's a sense of like, this is not a one-time thing. This is something that I'm setting up, like road to success. All right. Now you have the world in your challenge area. So there is a sense when I look at your entire spread here, because you got the moon in your crown and then you got the 3 of swords in your future. Can you let that one thing go? Can you let that one thing go? Is there something that you really got to let go in order to start this new path for yourself? The world, we've come to the end, okay? The world attributed to the planet Saturn. What did I say? Saturn is in Pisces, okay? With this eclipse, 10th house, career. There's something here. There could be something. You've come to the end of the road. And again, it doesn't have to be in this, by the way, it's just like, what is the next step from here? Do I even want to be on this career path? Am I being honest with myself? If there's something new that I want to do, if I am happy with where I'm at work, and I know I'm truly being, my authentic self and being in touch with my higher self, what can I do to ascend? It's just like there's going to be some sort of change. It seems like you're going to adapt to it well, but at the same time, you may overthink things. I mean, with the moon here, the moon attributed to Pisces in tarot, in astrology it's Cancer, but in tarot it's Pisces. All right, so again, another nod to this eclipse in Pisces. The moon is really just sorting things out. The very first thing I said, breaking down those walls, okay, up here that you may have built, and you see the 2 towers here. And so there is this element of, even a lot of y'all may be feeling changes already happening or changes that are coming, and that may make you overanalyze things in a way where it's you kind of like moving more to your physical mind rather than your higher mind. And so really go toward the higher mind, because remember, the moon is also intuition. You even see the hermit, his face is in the moon. Okay. You even see it's card 18, 1 8 equals 9, referencing the hermit card. Go within. That's going to make the big difference here. You got the Page of Swords, so it does seem like there is this part of you that's just like, let's do it. Deep down in my soul, I know there's something new that I want to explore. Okay. Or maybe even a conversation that you need to have. Could be even something that it's just, I feel a little bit more enthusiastic going down this road. All right. So again, some of y'all it may not be, every Gemini is different. Every Gemini has a different birth chart, different rising sign. Therefore, that makes you different from every other Gemini in this world. Every Gemini is going to feel this week differently. Every Gemini is going to feel this eclipse differently. But no matter what, there is this part of you where I want you to go within. Like I said, go within, ask any deep questions that you need to do. Be prepared to let go of the things that you have to release, but do not fear what's coming. Okay? There's a new path that's opening up for you. And this, like I said, this new moon solar eclipse in Libra in your 5th house of joy and pleasure and love and romance, creativity, self-expression, recreation, procreation. It's a fun house. It's such a great, and also, you've got Jupiter in a sign. So you have the 3 of Swords in your future. So yeah, there is going to be some emotional impact that you feel. Remember I said eclipses are emotional. This one in particular, this one's going to be very emotional. So just keep that in mind. There may be something here that, you got the 7 of Wands as well. Well, there's got to be something here where it's all about, and Page of Cups, very interesting. It's so funny. It's just, okay, so there may be something that you may be fighting hard for that deep down inside it may be expending energy into something that you're just like, I know deep down inside I've got to let it go. All right, so just keep that in mind. And again, if you're not here for courage, it's something that you're passionate about. It could be even relationships. Now that you've got, the 3 of Swords, you have the 7 of Wands, and then you have the Page of Cups as well. So there could be something there. Page of Cups is great coming out of it all. The 7 of Wands, it's all about valor, okay? But what's coming up for me is, with it coming after the 3 of Swords, it does feel like a little bit of like holding on to something where it's like, okay, like let me sit here and really think about this. Like, am I really fighting for something that I know that it's like, because you got the Page of Cups. You got 2 pages here. Okay. So Page of Cups, very Piscean energy. Okay. With the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is indicating there is something new that's going to come out of all this. There is something new that you're going to feel deep down inside. Like, I really am following my bliss. This is something really special. Page of Cups is also like very Piscean energy. So another nod to, wink to the eclipse that's happening. You even see the fish coming out of the cup here. A lot of creative energy, but a lot of intuitive energy, a lot of energy in terms of like your soul, your spirit, just really like what's inside you. That's something new is deep down inside. That is what you're seeking. And again, it can even just be that maybe you want a promotion. Maybe you just want, a new job title at the company that you're at, whatever it is. Maybe there's this new passion that you want to pursue as well. But yeah, I would have conversations this week, especially with that 7 of Wands. I'm not worried about the 3 of Swords because I do feel that you're going to be fine with it, especially because this eclipse is going to be one where, like I said, it's very emotional. You already have the moon in your crown. So I think that a lot of y'all are going to be spending time doing that emotional healing. It's funny because the 7 of Wands is what, if there's anything that's like a heads up this week, it's like, are you fighting for something that that is like I probably should, I don't need to fight for this. I don't need to fight for this. The other thing is like, there could be just, again, some people not seeing eye to eye with you about something, and it can be something like colleague related, work related. I'm not a big fan of Mercury opposite Saturn, and Mercury being your ruling planet, Saturn being in your 10th house of career. That's just something that for you, I would look out for, and it can be family. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Gemini. I'm a Gemini rising if you're new to my channel. That's why I'm just like, yada 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 yada. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on, talk to me, tell me what's going on. We're Geminis here. We're Geminis. I have Jupiter and Gemini too. Does anybody have Jupiter and Gemini? And I love y'all are amazing. All right, so Gemini, you're gonna be fine. Okay, so yeah, Look at you. You're going to be so emotionally fulfilled. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. This is really great. You have the Knight of Cups. This is really great. We call this the Witch Come True card. I say it's a genie in a bottle energy. You see him sitting there like a genie in a bottle, but this is complete satisfaction. And it's a lot of y'all may be feeling that, but you know, when I look at your spread here, there's also a sense of, again, like I've really come to a place where I feel comfortable. I just don't want I don't want to let anything go. But that's why I really want you to go within and have this moment of this intuitive, like introspection, reflection. If you don't want to let anything go, what is that little thing that you know should, okay? It doesn't have to be, it could be you, it could be something within your physical world, but this eclipse, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because the eclipse is going to ask you that, right? Now, you do have temperance in your external factors area. That's, you know, again, intuitively, I was just not feeling a lot of, but anyway, temperance in your external factors area. Yeah, that's great. You have an archangel, and this is really wonderful. And this archangel is all about temperance. It's self-restraint, moderation, patience, all right? Not overindulging in things, not overdoing things, not doing too little, but having that balance, okay? Even within mind, body, spirit. I love this. I love that you have this protection out there, you know, with Archangel Michael here. They're really great. And the other thing is, something with relationships. Are you defending a relationship, partnership? Could be even a friendship. Something there. Okay, there may be something there. Keep that in mind. And remember, we are approaching Libra season and the new moon in solar eclipse in Libra. So Libra does rule partnerships and relationships. Anyway, Queen of Cups, really great. Yeah, it just seems like you just want to be emotionally fulfilled. A lot of y'all really want to be seen as someone that's like really loving. There is also a sense of, you know, having this self love for yourself, therefore having this confidence in yourself and this trust in yourself. There is this emotional depth that the Queen of Cups carries that I really love. All right. So this is wonderful. It's very nice. But it is a lot more about your self worth and your self value. That's coming up for me. And in fact, actually, yeah, Mars in Cancer, which is going to be there. Let me just remind you once again for like 6 months, because it's retrograding and it's moving into Leo, retrograding back into Cancer. So it's going to be there for a while. That is your second house of self value, self worth. So a lot of self love, and then you have the Ten of Cups in your final outcome. So you are going to be very happy, very very happy. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups. And it can be with a partnership, it can be with family, it can be with children. It's whatever, you know, with that Ten of Cups, continue to move forward what you know intuitively that you want. All right. There, it's got to be something that's going to feel really special for you, especially because remember, you got the Nine of Cups here. Now you got the Ten of Cups in your final outcome. So, Ten of Cups is complete satisfaction, joy, complete happiness, happy everything. All right. This is complete elation. There's a sense of innocence here. When you have that sense of innocence, there is no ego, no nothing. Like you're going to be absolutely fine. The only rainbow in tarot indicating this promising future. So remember, don't worry about your future. A lot of you are going to be in your heads about that here with the moon in your crown. You got temperance here, also saying everyone's on a path. You're going to get there. All right. You take that action, you be your authentic self. You're going to get there. All right. So having that patience, but knowing you are going to get to the path that you want to. This is, I mean, you're fine. You're good. Again, yeah, there may be something that is cut from your life. Eclipses, remember, are game changers, but there's also something where it could just be you ending something, and it could be really hard for you to end this one thing. But you got the Page of Cups, you have Temperance, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. So a lot of emotionally, like all these cups, and then Temperance, and then you got the Moon. So it could be very emotional week for you. But I would just encourage you to continue to move forward in the direction that you know that you need to move into, and know that there are some things that if you need to release it. And it can even be, when I say release, remember what I said, like maybe even like having like that good cry, that could be that your release. All right. And getting things out of your system. Okay. Really getting things out, especially with that moon in your crown. All right, I'm going to clarify that one real quick. Oh my gosh, how much time? Yeah, because you are definitely you're going to be in your head this week with that Five of Wands. And yeah, you got strength in your crown as well. So it is just saying that let's get out the head a little bit with the moon there. Five of Wands there. Five of Wands is a Leo card. Leo does rule your third house. So you would know all about the third house. You rule the third house. So that's logic, it's processing, it's, intellect, it's thinking, it's everything up here, the cogs turning. But it just seems like there's this with that, Five of Wands energy. But then you've got strength. Like, again, you're going to be fine. Just be your authentic self, and you're going to be really great. You're going to be really good. And just prepare for it. Like, it may be like an emotional week. Just prepare for that, and you're going to be fine. Okay. Have that emotional healing, have that emotional cleansing that you need. All right. But you're good. You're absolutely good. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Next week, we will talk about, we are moving into Libra season. That's going to be very special for you. That's going to be very nice for you. That eclipse is going to be really great for you. I mean, like, there's so many great things happening. And then you got Venus moving to Scorpio. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that for y'all. All right. So thanks so much, Gemini. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.